Hi guys, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a tag video. This is something I haven't done for a while. I haven't done a tag in such a long time, but I thought that I would make the effort and make one. And boy did I pick a really long one to actually start off with. I wasn't tagged specifically to do this video. I know that Bookish Chaz and Pax Panic did their own videos for this. They didn't tag me, which is fine. But I thought I would do it anyway. And also I'll have a link down below to the original creator of this tag. And this tag is called the Get to Know Me in 25 Questions tag. So I will try to make this as quick as I can because I don't want to edit a really super long video. So question 1, what's your channel about? Books. How old are you? 37. Question 3, what is your relationship status? I've got a girlfriend. Question 4, did you go to college and what is your occupation? Well, I did go to college. I studied a wide variety of things there, more leaning towards the office side of things. And I did go to university where I studied media. That's probably why I'm such a creative person, editing these videos and doing all these thumbnails. And my occupation is working at a cinema. I'm a retail assistant at a cinema. And due to my contract, I can't specifically tell you what one, but it's a popular chain of UK cinemas over here in the UK. So yeah, we've been there for about 4 or 5 years now. Gonna try to get out this year as well. Question 5, where are you from / where do you live? Well, I'm from merry old England, the UK, and I live in an area called Surrey, but more specifically than that, I live in a town called Mitcham, which I've lived there all of my life. Question 6. Looking back, what would you tell your 10-year-old self? Probably to start reading books, more specifically something that a 10-year-old boy would be more drawn towards, like Goosebumps or Harry Potter. Something really manageable and easy for a 10-year-old boy to understand and grasp. But yeah, I used to always be obsessed about collecting books as a boy, but I never read anything. I always used to collect all of these books. I used to be drawn towards all these books, whatever they were, and I never read any of them. Question 7. Tell us about your family. Well, my nan still lives with us. My grandfather has been long deceased. My nan is very healthy. She's moderately fit. And she still does a lot of housework. She's still capable of doing that sort of stuff. My dad is retired. He used to work at a factory, and for a short amount of time I used to work in the office where Dad works in the factory, so the office section. But he's now retired and he spends most of his time looking after the dog or taking care of my mum. And my mum, she has had so many medical problems. It started with a nerve in her mouth, but she always used to poke in her mouth, and she's been in and out of hospitals and medical institutions, and it's been building up, and it got worse. And she's had a metal plate in her head. She fell down when she was in one of these care homes, which nearly resulted in the family losing her. You know what I mean by that. It was a very difficult time, as you can probably imagine. But she's now in a care home where she spends all of her time. She does occasionally come back home. She's going to come back very soon for a visit. She always is really quiet. She does observe and understand what everyone's saying around her. She does know what you're talking about and what's happening around her. She just has trouble expressing herself and talking. So hopefully one day she'll be able to come back home, whether it's in the near future. Hopefully she won't be spending all of her time in a institution. It's probably the most I've actually opened up on this channel. Question 8. What is your favourite holiday? The time I flew to the Philippines a few years ago to visit my girlfriend because she's from that country. It was the best time of my life. I was so nervous, excited, both at the same time. And when I went there, We had such fun. We fell in love with each other even more, and I can't wait to meet her again, especially because we can now fly and everyone can do what the hell that they want to do, despite that there still being a virus around, which no one, let's actually be honest with each other, no one really cares about Corona anymore. Question 9. You have no budget. What is your dream vacation? Well, apart from going back to the Philippines, I suppose going to Maine in America to stand outside Stephen King's house and bask in its glory. I would probably go to Japan as well, because I find it all interesting and I would love to witness and take part in all their cultures and all that sort of stuff. And plus, I would probably get the whole of Junji Ito's catalogue in Japanese and bring it all back. That would be epic, it really would. Question 10. Name your biggest pet peeves. People not having common sense, doing what the hell they want to do, and thinking that they know better when in reality they don't. And people following what everyone else is doing rather than doing what they personally think is the right thing to actually do. Question 11. What book changed your life? Okay, this book isn't the most outstanding, incredible, mind-blowing book ever, but it did change me as a reader, or make me as a reader, and that was The Gunslinger by Stephen King. I read that book after I watched the movie, which was nothing special, but let's actually be honest, guys. Comparing Dark Tower, or the movie anyway, to the remake of Pet Sematary, it makes that movie look like a masterpiece. But I was thinking, well, what's the point of this movie? But I liked it, but I'm thinking, why are people so upset about it? So I bought the book. The book had nothing to do with the movie, and that book kept me reading loads of stuff. Stephen King mostly for a certain amount of time, but then I opened up and was reading a wide range of novels and authors and all that type of stuff. So The Gunslinger by Stephen King, book 1 in the Dark Tower series, is the book that changed my life. Question 12. Which simple invention improved the world? Soap. Enough said about that. Question 13. Favourite movies and TV shows? Well, I suppose that Sunset Boulevard is my favourite movie. Mad Max Fury Road is really, really good. I really enjoyed that movie. TV shows, Doctor Who, Star Trek, all Star Trek. I haven't seen Discovery, so I don't know if it's any good or not. Smallville, you can't quite see it there, but it's all there. Stranger Things, The Witcher, whatever I come across on Netflix that appeals to me. Question 14. Describe yourself using 3 fictional characters. Marvin, the depressed android from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because I'm not necessarily depressed, but I feel very down every time I go out, and yeah, it especially the state of the world now, well, over here in the UK, where people do not know what to do, despite the restrictions being lifted and people either liking that or not. But in my mind, people are going to do what the hell they want to do, despite whether we have restrictions over here or not. People are going to do what they're going to do. Romeo from Romeo and Juliet, as I'm a very romantic guy. And I suppose Logan Nine Fingers. Now, hear me out on this one. In the first Lord trilogy books I've actually read, I've still yet to read the third one, which I'm actually working on it. He is surprised that he gets out of all these situations without even having a plan, and basically making it up as he goes along. And that's what I do in my day-to-day life, whether I'm out and about or whether I'm at work. I always make it up as I go along and hope that no one even notices. Question 15. What was your dream job? Probably working at a theme park. Now this was many years ago, probably going back to about 10 or 12 years now. I actually worked at a theme park, which I can actually say what it is. It's actually called Thorpe Park over here in the UK. And I was there for one season. It was really good to work at a theme park. I was so much engaging with the customers and basically having fun. I even got loads of awards that they used to give us with all these certificates and badges if we did anything like worthwhile, or we got like recognized for doing a specific task. And I got so many of these certificates. I think a couple of times I actually got fed up about how many I was actually receiving. And I even got recognized by the owner of the theme park, as at the end of the day when people were leaving, I was saying bye to people, but the owner of the theme park saw me on the the CCTV cameras, and he expressed how, well, not to me personally, but he expressed to my managers, and my managers at that time expressed his thoughts to me, and he said that he really appreciated my dedication to my job and my customer interaction. Unfortunately, no good thing lasts, as when the season finished and I wasn't invited back, I suppose that this is a result of me speaking my mind, especially to a customer, not being rude or anything like that, or swearing or being a nasty person. But yeah, my experience with retail is that you've actually got to walk on eggshells around certain people, because some people are made of glass and some people are made of steel. You just have to be careful about how to react to a certain person. And also, I had so many bad experiences there as well. Not my managers or any of the colleagues that I worked with thought, therefore it was just some customers that were rude to me. And yeah, I haven't been there since. It's been many years now and I haven't even been back there. I suppose I will go back there, or try to go back there sometime this year, but who knows. Question 16. If magic was real, what spell would you learn first? Probably teleportation. Question 17. Share a favourite childhood memory. When I was small, I used to go and visit with my dad's parents, which are sadly no longer with us, and my brother used to come with me as well, and we used to spend 2 weeks there. It was by the seaside or coast, and I used to walk by myself along the cliff side. Don't actually worry, there were all fences there, so no one could like fall off. But I remember I used to be walking along the cliff side, along these, along this big stretch of grass, and it was really quiet. The sound of the ocean, the seagulls, the occasional person walking their dog, and yeah, it was a very peaceful time. It really was. Question 18. What is your favourite social media platform and why? I only use Facebook to talk to my girlfriend and the occasional person that I have met on BookTube. But I suppose my favourite social media platform isn't really a social media platform, but that is here. YouTube is probably my favourite social media platform, because you can like talk to people all across the world if they comment on your videos. That is. Question 19. If you could pick any book character, who would you spend the day with? Probably Glocta from the First Law trilogy. I think that he's a bit lonely at times, and that's why he is the way he is, because people are put off by his appearance, and he has shrunken into himself socially, and as a result of this, he has become a cruel and sadistic and horrible human being. Plus, I like all of his sarcastic comments that he makes, so yeah, I think that I would actually have really a lot of fun with Doctor. Question 20. What's your spirit animal? Question 21. What old person thing do you do? Moan about random stuff. It can be anything, weather, human beings, the people not having any common sense, regardless about what is going on, despite the fact that there's a virus going around that could potentially kill you if you get it. Yes, I know there's a very high percentage of people that will actually not die if they do get it. But also moaning about kids. Now, if you work in retail for any period of time, you will be moaning about kids regardless your age. But yeah, that's the things I'm moaning. That's actually things I moan about. Question 22. Do you have any hidden talents? No. Question 23. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Still alive, married to my girlfriend, maybe a kid on the way, maybe a dog or some sort of animal. Still reading and being much more happier than I am right now. Question 24. Share an item and tell us its significance. I couldn't really think of anything, so I thought I would show you this. This is something that Pax Panic knitted herself, and that's an old thing that she does, is knit. This is a bookmark. Well, that's what she said anyway, but she made this for me and has a D, which D's for David, or whatever you want to say. But yeah, I don't use this as a bookmark as I don't want to ruin it or get it damaged. But yeah, it's special to me, and yeah, I just have it up on my shelf. The last question, which isn't really a question, 25, tag somebody. I don't know who's done this because I've been not doing tag videos for a while now, so I have no idea who has done this and who hasn't, or who hasn't interested in doing this and who hasn't. So as I said at the start, questions will be linked down below in case you want to do this. So if you want to do this video, you can say that I tagged you, but it's completely up to you. So if you want to do this video, consider yourself tagged. So that's it, guys. I think this has gone on for long enough. I've got to actually edit this now. So yeah, with all that out of the way, have a great day, read some awesome books, and I will see you all in my next video.